We are recording. I'm with Mel Locke, Universal MMA owner, as well as awesome individual. Mel, you are downtown Camas. How long have you been downtown? Can you tell us a bit about your gym?
Well, let's see. Your business was formated in 1998, a little over 20 years ago. We've been at this is our fifth location. And we moved at this physical building here behind me, right by the mill, sharing the U.S. Bank parking lot since 2012. We were right across the street where the Salon Magnolia was from 2001 to 2008. And then in 2008, we moved down there was no more lease buildings available to get a spot downtown after the gentleman had sold the building across the street. So we moved down right on the border of Camas and Washougal over there by O'Reilly's Auto Parts. And so we've been open a little over 21 years, and at this location since 2012.
I remember we went down, it was in 2016 that we signed up. I remember the first time I went to downtown Camas, and I walked around with my wife, and we stood outside your gym, and I said, it has literally everything you could ever potentially want. We signed up there, and it was just an incredible community. I mean, and I think that's the word that I would kind of describe it. It's a mix of all different individuals, but I really, some close friends, or all my friends really come from, from the gym, and roll in, and it's a connection and a community that is very significant. How long have you been to jiu-jitsu, and you guys are Pedro Sauer affiliated? You're currently a black belt.
Yeah, I started at jiu-jitsu actually the year that my business opened in '98, but I had been practicing karate since 1985. So I got involved in karate through the Camas Community Education Program when I was 15 years old, and it was ran through the up at Camas Elementary, the old one I don't think they're using the building anymore there on Camas Heights. That's where I started my karate lessons when I was 15 years old, because I fell in love with the Karate Kid movie and changed my life. And then I found jiu-jitsu about 13 years later, and then my passions changed, and I moved into more, I would say, more modern training, I guess, than a lot of 200-year-old stuff that I just lost interest in, really.
I remember seeing the Karate Kid in the movie theater, and then everyone was doing the crane kick when they came out. It was fun times.
Well, it's funny, as we make fun of that crane kick, you can even watch in the UFC, there were there's about 3 knockouts with that exact kick on people where they did the jumping front kick and knocked people out. I think the karate guy named Machida from Brazil ended up knocking out Randy Couture from Oregon. That was an NCAA wrestler with that kick.
Good move.
Yeah, good move. That's what they call a special teams move, right? You don't win football games. You don't win football games with special teams all the times, but you can win football games with special teams at times.
That's sometimes all it takes. Now with the COVID virus, that's changed life a lot. And I know you even shut down before the Governor Inslee's mandates. It's changed a lot, and people have had to adapt. You've had to adapt somewhat. How have you been able to adapt, and how are you functioning now?
Well, the first adaptation was we really had thought everything was going to be fine, so we didn't make any changes the first 2 weeks because we thought we were going to be open up April 1st. And then after April 1st came open and they said, hey, we're going to extend the program, we had to scramble and figure out what we were going to do. And we kind of dropped the ball the first week, not getting our online programs up and running as fast as we should have. And the reality is we're always, a lot of us we're consumers. Price is what you pay and value is what you get. A lot of some of the people that were not getting the physical lesson were dropping enrollment and we are a contract-free academy. And that's, I think, what's made us unique in Clark County, is not offering a program where you or the child is stuck in agreement for 9 months like some other academies, and then they don't let you out of the agreement. And we've always been contract free. But at this point, I think because we are contract free and we're really personable, I think we also have a stronger community base than most academies because of that. But it is become a double-edged sword of now we're trying to recoup and try to keep people involved at even a discounted price if they can stay out with our online until we do open. And other members have come up and actually said they'll try to support us and sponsor someone else that decided not to pay for the month. And so in general, our business has gone down in revenue, and we've obviously cut expenses everywhere we can. And so that's where we're starting at.
Yeah, I remember when I signed up as well, it was an appeal. It says a lot when there's not a contract there. It's a month-to-month, commitment, which is great. But again, it is that double-edged sword as well, because it can become very challenging all of a sudden when something unique like this occurs.
Yeah.
One of the, from a financial standpoint, we had our first actually online council meeting this Monday, and you called in, and again, this was a concern from a business standpoint. What I'd like to do is get Kathy on the video here, and I'd like to kind of talk through from a financial standpoint what we can do to kind of help with some of this or to alleviate this. Again, the downtown location with so many different small stores, this is a huge, huge challenge for a lot of these businesses. And we need to do everything that we can to kind of help support it this time. And it is a time for a community to come together. So in the next video, we'll have Kathy on there, and we'll kind of go through a little bit more from a city standpoint. So,
okay.
All right.
Perfect.